Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today I'm covering Real Housewives of New York, Season 12, Episode 21, Viva La Disfunction. Oh man, I'm not ready to let New York go. I've been dying for Beverly Hills to end, but I'm not ready for New York to end. I've enjoyed this season. Let's get into it. So we start off with Ramona talking to Coco because that's the only one that will film with her right now. Everybody's pissed at Ramona. Sonja is FaceTiming with Dorinda. Sounds like Dorinda just had surgery on her hand, so they're FaceTiming about that. We go over to the boxing club, which is funny because that's kind of how the season started, how Tinsley introduced us to Leah, and so we kind of come full circle with Martin, the insane trainer. Oh man, he's crazy. Then we go over to Lou. Let's talk about what Lou's up to. Lou is meeting with this guy, Desmond Child, her music producer. Now, I kept thinking, who is this fabulous man? This outfit, this hair, oh my goodness. So I looked him up online, and this is what I found. Desmond Child is a music producer who's worked with, I mean, if you go through his credentials, it's crazy. He's worked with everybody, but some of the more famous ones is like Joan Jett and Kiss, and he helped with Living on a Prayer. I mean, he's done everything. Thong Song, Living La Vida Loca. You get my drift. He's done a lot. So we see Lou in the booth, and those scenes are so funny to me. You know, doing her cabaret where she talks through the lyrics, and oh, it's so awkward. So she's working on Viva La Diva, the song she recorded with this Desmond Child. So I looked it up online. Oof, the ratings, not so much. So I pulled up the lyrics, and let's just take a gander for a second at what we're looking at. So these lyrics. Once upon a time, a woman walked 2 steps behind. Oh my gosh, the chorus of Viva La Diva, Viva La Diva. Here's to the diva deep in you. Viva La Diva, Viva La Diva. Let's give some diva attitude. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. Have any of you bought it? I'm so curious to know. Okay, so we go over to Dorinda, and of course we know this is Dorinda's last episode. She's leaving the show. I've had so many comments, saying that, and I feel the same way. I like Dorinda. I've actually really liked her prior to the season. The season has been really painful to watch. Definitely going through some stuff. She needs to go get the help. I'm a little worried that it looks like at the reunion, not to skip ahead, but at the reunion, she does not admit to anything. She's still a train wreck. Anyway, okay. So we see Luke. Oh, I keep freaking out about Luke because, again, ladies of London love Luke. We see Luke with her. He ends up rescuing her from a box that's about to hit her in the head. What's funny about that scene is she doesn't even flinch. She doesn't even notice. He saves her. We see another flash of Lori, Dorinda's real estate agent, who I love this woman. I don't know who she is, but I love her. That's fabulous. I hope I'm that fabulous at that age. We see a crazy scene here of Ramona. I just can't with Ramona. I mean, as my girl Nastasia says in the comments, and I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right, but she's the worst. Ramona is the worst. She's doing some weird acting here with the carpet. She goes to see Sonja and see what kind of renovations are going on at the townhouse. Sonja is she's so excited because she's trying to match the wallpaper with the carpet. Wallpaper, carpet, are these things still in? I don't think so. So she has decluttered it a lot. That's good. Ramona's doing this weird suck-up thing because she's fighting with somebody. She's fighting with everybody. So when that happens, she has to be extra nice to somebody else. So here it is right here. She's like way laying it on thick. She's being silly, quote unquote silly. She's laying on the floor because she matches the carpet. I am not laying on the floor of that townhouse. Ew. We see Leah. Okay, so this episode was kind of all over the place. It felt like a Frankenstein episode where they just took, different events they had and pieced them together. So next we see Leah and her sister and her friend going to Countess and Friends cabaret show. It's the kill. I'm so over this cabaret thing. It's terrible. Luann looks fantastic. I love her dress here. She comes out, she's doing her shtick, and she's talking to the audience, and who starts answering? Sonja. So, of course, we know Sonja's part of the show. She gets up, they're talking. Lou explains that the Mary Kill is inspired by Q&A with the audience she does, and they always ask her that question. Sonja says this is her way of refreshing the material because it was getting old. When asked, Sonja says she's killed Ramona. Tinsley is ineffable. She said, maybe I will marry her after her divorce. And says sex with Dorinda might be a sleeper hit. Lou to camera says, I know Ramona loves to support women. She just doesn't support me. And I will never defend Ramona because Ramona's a monster. But in this case, come on. How many times have they seen your show? Oh my gosh. Okay. So again, Frankenstein episode. So then the next scene, we have them getting ready they're going to Sonja's drag queen bingo. And I want to take a second here to show you how shitty Ramona's apartment looks. The view is incredible, but look at this bathroom. Like, she's just such a, I don't know what other word to use, like diva when she goes on vacation about what room and what bathroom and all this. And look at this little thing. I don't know how, this will drive me crazy. So, surprised to see this. Sonja's drag queen bingo party, raising money for GLAAD. We're greeted by these shirtless, good-looking guys here. I love this. Did you guys pay attention to the queen's names? I love them. We got Jacqueline Hyde, and my personal favorite, Sigourney Beaver. Of course, a play on Sigourney Weaver. I love it, Sigourney Beaver. I want to be friends with Sigourney Beaver. So the ladies show up. We got Dorinda in this sparkly turban here. Leah always looks gorgeous, but this Pat Field dress is just so beautiful. Of course, Pat Field is the costumer from Sex and the City, and wow, like, I could never wear something like that. She looks incredible. Then Lou shows up. We saw this sparkly hat earlier in the season, and it's back. Wow. So we see her here looking, yeah. She greets Desmond Child. Okay. Look at this. Look at their outfits. Look at the moment. Okay. Notice anything here? Look at the cover of the album. Same outfits. Did they take the picture at Drag Queen Bingo and use that as the single cover? Oh, goodness. Okay, so moving on. Ramona shows up. She brings Ron, who, hello, he looks like John, the dry cleaner. I mean, if you told me they were brothers, I'd believe it. So Ron's here, and Ron's creepy and gross, and yeah, we'll get into his creepiness. So did anybody notice? I believe it was Ramona that gave Sonja a bag, and you can see here that Sonja's holding it. Look at that. It's Kyle by Eileen too. She's got a Kyle bag, and I can't stand Kyle, and she's the devil, but it's kind of funny to see that. I wonder what that's about. Is that like just a nod to Kyle? I don't know. So Ron, again, being creepy. Well, sure, why wouldn't they kiss? It's revealed that they kissed years ago, so sure, why wouldn't they smooch on the lips, him and Sonja? He just thinks he's the greatest, like, God's gift. Blech. He's talking to Leah and trying to be flirty with her. It's disgusting. I think he and Ramona deserve each other. Leah makes a joke about being friends with benefits. And, of course, Ramona has to be, and walk off. Because, she just can't handle Leah. So we see Jacqueline Hyde make the stage here. Sonja makes a speech. She grabs the mic. She's talking. Ramona comes up and they're yelling at each other. It's apparently too hard for Ramona not to be able to understand how attachments work. I don't have time for attachments. Sonja's yelling at Ramona for bringing a straight friend. So they start playing bingo, and Dorinda is super competitive about it. So Dorinda has her card all set up, and every time the caller calls out a number, she has has, she says, yes. And she gets so excited. She has it all marked. Ramona comes over. She makes a joke about 69, screams, and messes up Dorinda's card. Dorinda was so annoyed. I was annoyed. Like, this comes on the heels of giving Leah a hard time about teasing about a one-night stand or friends with benefits. And she's like making 69 jokes. So then Ramona puts on her coquettish look, or so she thinks. And yeah, this queen's face says it all. So then Sonja brings up Lou, and it's time for her to do her millionth cabaret act. I'm not even going to spend time on it. She does it. It's awkward. They're hugging, and then we see the end titles for each lady. So Luann's life in quarantine is not a cabaret. So Luann is focusing on her memoir. Lou also sold her roundhouse. Apparently, upstate was the lower level of New York. Bet she wishes she had it now. Known for her advice, solicited or otherwise, Dorinda will make it available to all with her new book, Making It Nice, Making It Through. She won't be wearing Giovanni on the cover. Oh, Dorinda, I don't want to read that book until you get your life fixed, girl. Leah quit drinking, further strengthening her relationship with her mother. She understands she might not always be liked, but she'll always be loved. That's so good. I really hope she's back next season. Sonja, despite the facelift, Sonja's townhouse found no bidders, so she took it off the market. Oh, Sonja, you've got to get rid of that townhouse. It just seems to be anchoring her down. Sonja's own facelift was much more successful at attracting attention. Damn those editors, but they're right. She looks gorgeous. Ramona's maintaining 50 friendships while social distancing has kept Ramona busy. Finally settled into her new building, she moved to a higher floor for more Instagrammable views, and I think that's fantastic. They kind of gave her the same treatment that they gave Lisa Rinna, where it's like appearance is more important than, reality. So we think that's it. That's usually how the episodes end, right? No, not these ladies. They're hugging. They're making speeches. Leah says Tinsley introduced her to everyone and is about to say some lovely words, and Dorinda freaks out. She says, no, I'm not doing that shit. F you, Tinsley almost ruined our show. What? Tinsley didn't ruin the show. You almost ruined the show. So many people are pissed online at Dorinda and stuff. I think this has been a weird season for them. She's saying, Tinsley Mortimer, not on our show. And then she talks about Tinsley breaching her contract. Isn't that between Tinsley and, production? I thought you can't have it both ways. Be excited that she's off the show and then call her out for breaching a contract. It's so weird. She obviously didn't like Tinsley, so wouldn't she just be excited? It's a weird, fixation of Dorinda's. I get not liking people, but this is beyond that. It's like an obsession. So what also struck me as weird is Sonja kind of jumped in on this. She's also kind of agreeing with Dorinda. So coming after Tinsley, and I was a little surprised by that. Leah says, my God, she's obsessed with Tinsley. All I was trying to say is Tinsley left and I got to bond with all of you. And Dorinda's saying, she left, she's a bitch. Sonja's agreeing with her. Lou's saying, I'm really freaked out. I'm freaked out that Lou's the voice of reason right now. Lou says there's a lot of shit going on over there. Brings up her not wanting to go to the cabaret show. And says, Merry Christmas, bitch. And that's how it ends. I swear, I'm going to send out Christmas cards that say, Merry Christmas, bitch. With the housewives face on. Oh, I love it. Merry Christmas, bitch. Oh, God. All right, so that ends the episode. You guys, I love this season. I can't wait for the reunion. It looks like it's going to be amazing. I'm so glad they found a way to do it in person. Can't wait to recap it with you guys. So thanks so much for watching. I'm covering Beverly Hills, New York, Potomac, and Below Deck. So as soon as these shows end, we'll figure out something else to cover. OC is starting up soon. I've never been a huge OC fan, but if you guys want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. And there's some of us talking about going back over Ladies of London. Totally down to do that. So if you have a strong opinion or something you want to see covered, let me know. I'm totally open. So thanks again for watching. Please press that like button. That helps me out. Leave me a comment. Also helps me out. Tell your friends to subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm new at this. I appreciate everything. You guys can find me at Real Recaps and leave me a comment below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.